and get the vibes off people who feel a little more schemy, a little more holding back, and I'm not really getting that strongly from anyone.
Honestly, don't get me wrong, I don't think you can really pick that up until a few rounds in.
And
because you have to see how people hold themselves and carry themselves in conversation.
Yeah.
In gameplay, are they like being sketchy? Are they doing the most? And so it's not even like about, it is about like, yeah, like who I can trust, like who I can have conversation. It's more so like who can I talk to well with.
Yeah.
Like for me, conversation builds trust.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand people are gonna lie, people are gonna like manipulate, and that's part of the game. But I would like to think that if we establish like the ability to like say like, hey, like I'm not gonna agree with you on this, but I wanna like have a conversation with you and see if we can get on the same page.
Yeah.
That means everything to me.
No, and I completely agree with that, and like that's always been my strategy. I'm always like an honest person who will push for like the controversial opinion, and often like that's what ends up getting me in trouble when I'm just like.
I would say it will not get me mad with you.
Yeah.
I don't mind if we don't see eye to eye.
And that's great.
In fact, I
I'm the
appreciate
same
if
way.
you tell me because it helps me gain a perspective that I may not be seeing.
Okay, I agree with that completely. I would love that because people often don't like that or will often hide the fact that they disagree.
Yeah.
And that doesn't get anyone anywhere. Just being forthright with that kind of stuff is much more helpful.
But I will say, at least, just to like get to a point that's important to me that I've been talking specifically to the girls about. Like, for me, the team is everything. It is everything. And I don't know what the numbers look like exactly in there, but just from memory, it feels like we have a lot of women in the room versus men. That makes me feel good to work with the women.
Mm-hmm.
I know that that can't be like the entire game, obviously. Like at some point, we'll have to like cannibalize each other to some degree.
Sure, yeah.
But in the beginning, if we can like work together, have safety in numbers, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I want to be able to like just communicate well with them, see if we can like help each other out, communicate information when necessary. Like obviously you're gonna have your things that you want to keep for you, and I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the very end of the day, if you have like a team you want to come to and be like, hey, like thoughts, ideas, I feel like we can work and communicate well with that.
Yeah. So the girls mentioned that, and I'm happy to take part, though non-binary and do not identify as a woman specifically.
got it.
And like I'm fine to be called a girl or whatever, but
I respect that. Not about
yeah, I just like to throw that out there because that's happened to me in other games before. They're like Women's Alliance, and I was like, cool, happy to be here, but
and I say this with respect that like for me, it's like the gays and theys and the women. To me, we're all one team. We're all one team, and I respect your non-binary.
Yeah. No, and
I play roller derby. There's tons of people out.
No, yeah, and like when I come to Luke's house, I never expect anyone to ever be disrespectful about it. I'm like very comfortable in this community.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, no, I think having like the girls work together is a really good thing. We do have the numbers right now, and I think everyone's pretty on board with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll serve us pretty well. I just don't know anything about you. Can you? I just would like to know anything about you as a person.
Absolutely.
What is your life like?
A mess. My name is Rita. I grew up in Baton Rouge. I feel like I've lived 7 different lives in this one short one. My life is full of like messes. Like a few years ago, my family's house burned down. Like, but I say all that not to say what was me. It's just to say I think that's why I live the way I do. Like losing everything you own and just like dreams and things not working out. And always feeling you're taking like these like courageous steps forward, but then like life slaps you 7 back. I'm learning what's important to me. I'm learning what's important to me, and I that's how even earlier I think you were like near and I was talking. I was like, I'm not a person that likes to let my emotions get the best of me. I like to like accept this is how I feel because like life has taught me like things hurt, things feel suckish, but at the end of the day, I want to just make good choices as best as I can. I want to help everyone around me. I've been given so much love and grace in my life and help that it's all I want to give back.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel that.
Outside of that, fun things. I love karaoke, like a lot. I love all animals. I have not traveled very much, but I feel like I have based on just like all the people I've met. Like I've been very lucky and fortunate to like meet people from all over the country and all over like different other areas, like from being in church and like missionary stuff. I don't know, man. I just really try to like, it sounds cliche, but you know that Pinterest quote where it's like, be the change you hope to see in the world? That's like a pillar of my life.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect, but I try my best to be kind and good and honest. And that's really about it. I mean, anything else, I'm an open book, quite frankly, and you can ask me. terrible liar, so you will know it the moment you see my face.
I have a very guilty face. I'm a terrible liar, and it has often come up in these games. I don't even try to lie half the time. Like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
And
I can only lie to myself.
yeah, there's an Emily Dickinson quote that I like that I carry into these games because it's the best I can do. Tell the truth, but tell it slant. Where it's like, technically that's true.
Yeah.
But you don't know all of it.
Yeah.
Is the best I can generally do. Lying is just not my forte.
That's okay.
And like for me, that is, I think, just like the better approach, that I'd rather be straightforward with people and have people keeping the game for me. This game, my strategy is to try to make better connections than I have in the past. Competitions, I have a reputation, so no, more worried about those than I should be. I usually win by luck, and I just assume my luck will stay pretty consistent. And hopefully there's puzzles, because those are maybe more skill than luck, but we'll see. But the social aspect is always where I tend to fall short, so I think if I can make some genuine connections early on and make them last, that will be what serves me this time. And I don't know, I'm hoping to beat my personal record of loot game community. I think 5th is the best that I have ever ranked in a game. I would be happy with myself if I go further than I have in the past. That is always just the test for me, is am I improving? Am I updating my strategy accordingly? Am I learning from game to game? And that's the best I can ask for. So we'll see going forward, but I think so far it's going pretty well. I like everybody so far. I think it's going well.
I've been waiting to talk to you.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Excited?
Because we haven't talked yet. I think I've talked to you the least.
You think so?
So far. Yes,
Okay, well I'm
100%.
glad I got in line then.
Yeah.
Alright. What's up?
Lucas.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Lucas, Rita.
Nice to meet you again,
You
Rita.
as well.
Yeah. So how are the interviews going?
Pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, everyone seems really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone obviously wants to work together, or just see kind of where my head's at.
Yeah.
There's some really kind, lovely people in there.
Yeah, no, it's going to be hard to choose people, I feel. Yeah, and I don't think I have much in the way of a strategy at the moment.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
No, you're quiet. I saw you earlier. I was literally sitting in the middle, and I looked around, and you were just kind of watching people. I was like, oh, he's maybe you're just zoned out and thinking about something else, but I was like, maybe he's a strategist. Maybe he's taking in the people.
I think you're right, I am a strategist. I don't think there's a lot of material for me to strategize around yet.
Valid.
I think, I kind of have to wait to see how the politics of this start to go, and when people start to have positions of power, So right now I'm not quite sure how to put myself out there, just kind of having a good time with people, but, trying to at least make some introductions. So.
Yeah. No, I'm glad.
Yeah.
As I said, I was looking forward to talking to you because a big part of me building trust is just communication.
It helps to hear you say that. I have some information that you might find helpful.
Okay.
I was worried whether I should give it because I didn't know if I should trust someone because they could use it against me, but I have one of the red rewinds.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't have a plan for it yet. Okay. Obviously, I want to use it at some point to help myself out or anyone I make an alliance with. I feel comfortable telling you because I don't think you're going to use it to stab me in the back. But possibly later on in the game, definitely down to use it to make a power play if you want to. So.
Well, Lucas, I have a question because I feel like you are more of a strategist, and I am maybe in the slantest way a strategist.
Yeah.
I have to think about it, but I'm not gonna lie, I play with my heart a lot. It's gonna be my downfall. I see it already. Who are you looking to align with at this point? Or is there anyone that you're I could see myself working with this so far, or you're kind of still, it's okay for somebody.
I'm really still feeling it out. There's nobody who I'm oh man, there's no way I could work with them. And there's nobody who I'm particularly close and attached to. I think a lot of people are going to wonder how I feel about working with Meredith, and I have not told her anything. We've not coordinated at all.
Yeah.
So we are as independent players as we can be, and I plan to keep it that way for as long as I can. So I just had a conversation with Rita, and I ended up telling her that I have one of the red vetoes. I wasn't really planning on doing that because I'm afraid that someone's going to use it against me and kind of force me to use it in the wrong situation. I hope Rita's not going to do that. I tried to communicate to her. She started the conversation really wanting to make it clear that she cares a lot about trust and honesty, which I think can be a tactical move, but I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt so far. Not that I don't think that like she's going to play for herself when the moment comes, but I don't think she would go out and like use information against me that quickly. I think she knows that like if I were to talk about her doing that, like other people would view her as untrustworthy and put a target on her back. So I told her that I have the veto partially as a way to get her to trust me a little bit more, because she said she was talking so much about how she values honesty. But I think in the end it's a good tactical move, and like maybe down the line Rita and I end up working together if she wants that red veto. My only fear is like what if somebody uses the other red veto before I actually have a chance to do anything with it, and then I've got nothing. I really won't have anything to go on. So
How'd it feel?
good. I mean, I was surprised. She said that she felt like she had talked to me the least. So I was like, oh shit, like I don't want that. But we had a good conversation, and I don't know. I'm really curious who she's going to nominate because I have no idea. What's she's going to base that on?
I've been telling other people it's got to be so difficult first round.
Yeah.
Everybody's so nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's nobody I want to kick out.
Right. It's like, hey, can we play one round without anybody being evicted?
Yeah.
But sketchy.
Would anyone have a reason not to say they found it?
I mean,
What's the strategy on that one?
It depends if you want people like to know you have power, or if you want to like keep something up your sleeve
yeah.
and like only have you use it. There's different strategies, and there's like pros and cons to each. Like I've seen people play like both ways.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I have a clue, or surprise, someone has a clue when it gets played.
Yeah.
So.
How y'all feeling? Oscar, how you feeling?
I feel good. It's just very stressful that there's a lot of us right now.
Yeah.
And you have so little time to talk to her, and
Yep.
she's gonna make that decision.
Yep.
And it could be like super 50-50.
Right. You know, we were just talking outside and I was saying like somebody has to go up, you know? And like two people have to go on the block, and she probably doesn't want those two people on the block, you know? Which really stinks about the first round. Probably the first couple rounds, I would assume.
I did not want to be a choice. I was like, too many people, too many decisions. If I'm gonna make a decision, I want it to be when I have a smaller group of people to make that decision from.
We get a lot more information to like.
Right. I just feel like a 5-minute conversation, you can be like super fake, lie to her the whole time, and like, how's she gonna know because she can't like independently verify?
I mean, I would hope people weren't being fake this early, but
I know.
Some people are.
Do we know who has the other people?
I have no idea.
We only know one person, right?
The person that what?
That has
Every
one.
one.
Liz.
Liz.
Um,
But she's not
telling anybody.
telling
Because
me.
2 people saw her, so.
So that's kind of
so
weird.
it seems like everyone knows that she has it.
Yeah.
when you straight up ask her, she said.
That's the problem.
I straight up asked her like, do you have it? And no.
Because
Like,
you know, like straight up to her face and said no.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
so
The only reason we know is because Allie and Bowen saw her.
Yeah. And like, if you see something like that, you're gonna tell people.
I would hope Allie wouldn't be like making it up.
oh wait,
But, like-
that would be so bad.
Oh, do you have it?
But I don't think
I
she.
don't think she would
Has
this
anybody
early because
asked
she's
Bowen?
very.
She said Bowen saw it too.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it my
Bowen.
turn?
I don't know, I trust her.
I trust her.
I trust her.
Trust her.
Allie.
That she's saying that she saw.
She just doesn't seem like the kind of person that would make it up this fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
And she didn't make up like a second rewind, so. And the first thing I heard was like, as soon as I got back in here, because I opened my clue, I was like, oh, there's one under a bench. And everybody's like, that one's already been found, so.
That's the one that is.
Right.
don't ask me. I really don't know.
I cannot tell you where mine
I
says
will
straight up
happily-
a red desk, and
I will
unless it's
happily
something
show you my clue.
metaphorical, there's no other
It's
red
under
desk.
a wooden
Second
bench.
right is- Mine, oh, I gave him mine. Mine said,
Mine's this
come and
one.
ask me what one of the buttons on the remote
But
are.
that's the home button.
No,
Yeah,
I
you-
asked
You
for
said
the
but
mute.
The mute.
I
Oh,
didn't
what
know
does that
about-
do?
So the mute is, the H&H is anonymous. So they can put 2 people up on the block anonymously.
They could put
That's
like
cool.
people from their line.
I know, I thought it was kind of cool too. I was
How
like,
do you
ooh.
find that? You just
I don't know. I don't know if they're like already out.
I think you press the, like at the end of each round, we're gonna press a button.
Ooh.
I think how it works.
Would that be considered red? Because I don't know. No.
Hook underneath it.
No.
No.
Actually,
What's it say?
The second hill is on the hill.
On the hills.
where the heck is the
Hills. Hills.
I went all the way to the pond and there's like a pile of dirt. I thought that was a hill and there's nothing.
I'm about to go search. Wait, these are fun. Okay, so hills and then red desk, right?
Yeah.
Heather, darling.
Hello, sister and. Oh wait, how do I tell you?
Keep it private.
Yes, we don't want nobody hearing this.
How you feeling?
It's juicy tea. I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm good.
How do you
I'm
feel with
getting-
the pressure? Like everything.
About the same. Maybe like a notch more like turned up because I know I'm getting to the end of the line, and I guess deep in my heart I was like, maybe at some point I'll be like, this will be the person. That's okay. It is what it is. But now I'm like, dang, like I get to have all these conversations and I'm becoming friends
Yeah.
and they're all like nice. But I've had good vibes from you from the beginning. I can't explain that, but you've been great.
No, yeah, same with you. I was like, I really like her vibe. Like right when you walked in the room and you just like, hey everybody, like commanded the room. I loved it. So
Thank you.
that was awesome. I know like being HOH first is like very like a lot of pressure because you are gonna have some bad blood with someone probably.
Yeah.
But I just want to let you know that like regardless, like I'm not gunning for you at all. Like I understand that like someone has to be HOH first. So I don't think that there should be a target on your back at all. And plus, just like you said, like I really respect you and I have really good vibes from you. And I honestly trusted you. I was like, I really, because whenever you were like, who wants to be HOH? I didn't really want to be HOH, so I was kind of afraid. But I had a feeling that you would do it fairly and that you would do a good job with that because just like your whole aura, your whole vibe. Is he doing this again?
The line. Yeah. It's okay. No, I really appreciate you saying that because the truth is, like, I asked because I didn't want it either. That's the fact of the matter. I was really hoping that someone would be like, oh yeah, make me. But I also know myself, if like no one is going to step up, I don't mind leading.
Yeah.
I have no issue being a leader.
Yeah.
Especially if I can just communicate with people that like, again, this is nothing against you. It's purely just like what has to be done to make the game move forward for now.
Yeah.
At some point down the line, that may be different. It may start to feel personal. It may start to feel like us versus them, but that is not this moment,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And so I'm having a really hard time figuring out like who's on my bottom of my list for that team because
Right.
obviously everyone wants to work with you in the beginning, you know? But I will say I feel good working with you.
I
Like,
also
I like
feel
the way that we
good.
communicate.
Yeah.
That's very important for me. And I know that those things can change over time, but like thus far, like I have good energy with you. Yeah.
Literally same. Yeah, your energy is amazing, so I would love to like continue to work with you. And I have been talking to people since I haven't got the chance to talk to you until now, and just gauging like what other people are saying. And so far, no one has said anything about you, like anything bad. Everybody feels really happy that you're HOH because everybody's kind of just like, oh, she's playing like really fair, like she's relaxed and everything. So I don't think you really have a target on your back yet, but yet I know, right? Because I just feel like whoever is the person who is safe from the elimination, they may come for you. But like
That's fair though.
that's fair, but we can come back better, you know. So
Well, can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
Because I could see us definitely like working well together. Is there anyone, because you have been out there that you're like, and this doesn't mean like the people I'm gonna choose, but just like conversation that you're like, I could see these people being like okay with being on the block and not taking it personal. Like I would put these people over just like your thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, if I was in your position, I would probably put up the people who I haven't talked to at all, really, or like the least amount. And for me, that would have. I think her name's like Allie, but I just don't know her, and I'm not throwing her in. I'm not saying like you should put her up. You know? I'm just saying like
no, I'm just asking
she's
your
the
opinion.
least person like that. I haven't even talked to her really,
Yeah.
which I want to, but I probably would just do that. Like it's no hard feelings. Whoever you feel as though they are like the least connected with you, you might want to.
And that's not you, just for the record.
So yeah, so I wish if it was further in the game, I'd be like this one and this one. Like you know, I wouldn't.
Same.
Mind. I would be like straight up.
We'll have to do it eventually.
Yeah, we'll have to do it next talk to me.
She's literally, I think you're good because she said that she was basing everything off like vibes that she get. You know, we're like vibing already. You were talking, at least I think you were.
Yeah,
I could be
so,
wrong.
yeah.
You guys were talking about your signs.
Oh yeah. True.
I think you're fine.
Yeah, I feel like you'll be fine too.
Yeah, I mean, her and I, like, we get along. She's like, oh, we're good. I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, are we good? Because you never know, you know.
People can be manipulated,
People
but she
can-
seems very genuine.
Yeah,
She
and
seems very genuine.
that's what I told her. I was like, I honestly trust you with being HOH right now because she seems like she's gonna do it fair.
Yes.
Where like I don't know if anybody else will, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that she just, yeah, like we just said, she's a very genuine person, and I think that she's even kind of nerve-wracked being first HOH.
Yeah.
But it kind of shows, like, I don't know, leadership
Yeah,
in regards to
100%.
like her,
Her wanting to do it.
yeah, just
which
being
I respect.
like, I'll do it, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I was like, well, hell no, I don't want to be first HOH. I thought I did, and then I was like, no.
Yeah, me either. And
Did she like give you like any insight on what her vibe is currently?
no, she just said that like what she's thinking is like who is at the bottom of her list. So I think she's kind of going for like the people who she would like to work with are gonna be at like like the top.
Yeah.
She's not gonna worry about them, but she's thinking about like the people who maybe haven't talked to her or something like that. So
Yeah.
But I think at this point, everyone's already talked to her. So what's gonna be the deciding factor?
Yeah.
Should we go again and talk to her twice? I don't know. Just to one up.
yeah, I know. I think Derek. I don't think he's talking to her at all.
That's good.
Is good
Because
she'll probably put him up
Yeah.
if he doesn't talk to her. Like if I was HOH, nobody talked to me. I'd be
Right.
like, girl, you going up?
Right.
do you know how much time do we have left?
I don't.
I think there's 2 more people in line to talk to her. But Derek has just been like writing notes and putting them on a wall for her to see. He's a character. He's
No,
funny.
literally. Literally.
Have y'all like found any clues or anything?
No, it's so
No.
far.
It is so hard.
We're trying to find like, cause I have the clue like the second blue one is on the hills, and so we're trying to figure out what that means.
On the hills.
Right.
The hills
Our
have
school is
eyes.
out by the dirt.
I went all the way to the dirt pile.
I saw you over there. I was like, oh my god.
Couldn't find anything.
No.
The girls are looking over there.
What's over
Should we look? Keep looking?
Yeah, I think we should. Now that we got time to do it.
So we're either looking for a red flag or a hill.
This is usually filled up.
I know that Liz has one.
She has a
and
red
when
one?
I went and asked them like, hey, so who's got one? Because I want to know how you find it, maybe in an envelope or sticker or something. And she said, no, I don't. Like, she's lying, but she's also coming here. So.
I feel like if it was all the way out here, it would be. That was fun. Great field trip. Great field trip, everybody.
I went all the way to the pond. There's like hills of like.
Oh, okay. Hey, Christian, where's it at?
A lot of people have been saying like the clues that they found, which is wild because I wouldn't tell anyone. Because I do have a clue that I found out, which is the skip button. And maybe I'm talking too loud, but I'm not gonna tell nobody the skip button what it does. So, Also, I've heard that Liz may be lying, that she doesn't have a blue skip button. So, keeping an eye out for that one, even though she's sweet, but who knows?
Okay, so tell me about yourself.
Well, I just told you I'm adopted, which is a pretty big one.
I know, yeah.
So you may have met a sibling of mine that I don't even know yet.
Unlikely. I think she was a twin and she knew her twin.
Oh, bad. I've always had a feeling I had a twin though, but I probably don't.
Yeah.
I used to be very about like getting those accolades and like traveling to LA and making the best music and blah blah. Now I'm just very. I want to like be around people who make me feel good,
Yeah.
and I want to like have a fun life. I want to come to Lafayette and play Big Brother because I love it, you know. So yeah, that's about me. Like, communication is important to me. I understand that this is a game
Yeah.
where like you're gonna have to be lied to, you're gonna have to be tricked, but I also believe that there is an element of like you can just be honest and kind about it, you know. But that's just my feelings.
I'll tell you, everybody here is so far, like I've talked to, cause I've said it multiple times to people around that we're happy you're here, because most of us are very quiet people,
Yeah.
and you seem very outgoing and kind of more open and easy to talk to. And so it kind of makes it a lot easier to begin a conversation when somebody else is already outgoing.
Yeah. Well, tell me about you too, though.
So I was born in Connecticut, but I moved here when I was like 2.
Okay.
So I've lived here all my life. I'm also from Cecilia, so not
Very cool.
very small little town. I am like that weird niche of people where I'm not like in a specific group, but everybody kind of knows me. I've kind of always been that way because I'll talk to anybody. I like talking to people. If they have something that they need help with, I'll go help them. I enjoy that. That's what my goal in life is, just to help people. It's just fun.
I think what I've been trying to communicate with everyone is that like I'm taking no joy like having to nominate someone that's early on.
Yeah.
It is not personal. And I'm even hoping that whoever is nominated, that like we can still like
In
work
some way
together
to come
in the
back in
future.
or something maybe?
Yeah, because it really is just more so at this point like who I just have connected with the least.
Anything you wanted to ask me specifically about anything, or?
Not at the moment, honestly, you know? But I appreciate you coming out and talking.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that you're a lovely guy.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll get to talk more soon.
I hope so as well. In a way. In multiple ways, no matter what, we'll talk soon. But.
Absolutely.
They are. Like a little Easter egg hunt out there.
You think it's been found?
No. Well, we can just take a walk. We can take a stroll. Take a little. If you want. A gander.
Someone told me their clue, something about hills. So I went on the front and they were all looking. So I figured it had already been found. It was just up in a tree. It was just up in a tree. Like, broad as day.
Was that as slick as I thought it was? How did they not find that?
I don't know if I'm gonna tell anyone. I don't know if they saw me. And I'm really scared. Holy shit. Anyway. I cannot believe I just found that. I don't know what to do with this Ziploc. This is incriminating evidence. Hills, but that was very much an obvious hill area.
Yeah. I'm thinking that it probably isn't over there because we've checked it, and also I feel like they wouldn't put one over there because like the wind, and they don't want us like outside.
Yeah.
So I feel like that might not be it. Low key, I'm starting to think that maybe someone has it, like, and that's why we're not finding it. So a little concerned about that because I would like to have it, or at least just know who has it. You know? But who knows? How do you feel about Rita? Like with this?
I like Rita.
Me too. I do.
I do really like
You were like in that group with us, like over there.
Yeah,
when the game
and
was on.
she just has like a good vibe.
She has a really good vibe, and I really like her. Oh Lord.
I found it outside.
Oh. Okay.
But I wanted to tell you
it was
because
nice.
I haven't been able to talk to you that much,
Yeah.
but like this is me telling you, like
Thank
I
you.
want to work with you.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
And like
Good. Now it's solidified. Now that you did that.
I don't know if you saw me, but like when we walked back from outside, like right before that, I just like pulled it out of a tree.
No way. What a power move. Because we literally were
And I
searching
was
for
like,
it.
oh my god, did Mr. Josh see me do this? Because I literally had to like pull it out from my work.
I did not see you.
It was like in a Ziploc bag and I was just like shoving it in my shirt.
Work. That's good that nobody knows.
But
Have you told anyone?
no.
Okay.
But I like just did a diary room where I found out. I came inside, did my diary because it was a big old Ziploc and I just it was too obvious.
Yeah.
I had to But
So I think your strategy from now should be try not to tell too many people because then the word gets out.
I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Yeah. I won't tell anyone, so you're fine with me. But also keep an eye on your box.
Yeah.
Because whenever your opportunity comes to do that, like, you want to put your thing on top.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, keeping it quiet for me is a really good idea because it's either gonna be used for me or like
close out.
Right.
So like someone I want to keep close. So
Yeah. Because the more
this is my like offering to you. Like I want to.
Yeah, let's do it. And I'll keep an eye out for you. Like if anyone ever talks about you, I'll let you know.
Yeah, same to you. But
Okay.
there hasn't been much like throwing people under the bus yet.
Yeah.
Because I think we're all just like, what's Rita gonna do?
Yeah, we're all like, what's the tea? What's the tea?
Because it's so there's people who haven't even talked to her yet, which is scary.
That is scary. I think Derek hasn't talked to her yet. has
No,
he?
I think last time I checked, Mackenzie and Derek were waiting. I think those were the last two. But I mean, is there anyone else that you've gotten like a good vibe with?
Rita for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dash.
I haven't really gotten to talk to Dash, but
I think you should for sure.
like outside, that was like the first time I've seen him all day.
Yeah, definitely talk to Dash. He's
But-
pretty cool, and I don't think he's like really aligned with anyone right now. So that'd be a good person to get in. I don't know. It's hard right now because like everyone is just so fresh, you know. But what do you think? Like, is there someone that you like are in tune with?
I really like Allie. She's been very like upfront with.
I haven't talked to her at all.
When I walked into a conversation with her, they said that Liz has the other.
I heard that too.
Liz has the.
I heard that too. I heard that she's lied about it.
She's lied about it because Allie watched her find it.
Yeah,
Like she
that's
saw
awesome.
her.
Told me. Yeah.
And people are kind of like a little wary about Liz and Derek being a couple.
Yeah.
I do like Mackenzie. Mackenzie and I rode in together. I didn't know her before, but we rode in together. And she's pretty cool.
I like Mackenzie too.
She's been pretty open about it. She's like, I haven't heard anything, but I'll let you know.
Yeah. She's like, I'm like, doesn't talk about it. And I'm like, me too.
I had a clue, but it was already found. And I was like, okay, girl, yeah.
Yeah, I can trust. I feel like I can trust Mackenzie
So
for sure.
I think I'll probably call Mackenzie, but
Yeah, just keep me in the loop,
We'll
because
see.
I'll keep you in the loop.
yeah,
whatever
okay,
happens.
we'll check in.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just say just keep it on the down low. You
I
know.
think I think like 2 people, that's enough.
That's enough, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause then you'll be fine. And then yeah, whenever you feel like one of your allies or yourself
Mhm.
maybe at stake, then you can play it.
I think one of those, either the double elimination or the mute round, is
mute.
probably the best
That's
to
smart.
like have it in my back
Yeah.
for.
That's so smart.
Because I think earlier rounds are a little bit easier to navigate.
Mhm.
Plus, like earlier rounds, it's way more likely that someone else is gonna play.
That's true. Low key, I'm starting to feel like Rita's gonna put up Derek. Liz is gonna use her thing to get Derek out.
I know Rita said early on that like, we could do like a girls alliance. Like I don't know how set she is on that.
Mm.
Because there is more girls. I think there's like 2. But I don't know.
And that's a kind of actually, like, I've been very straightforward with a lot of the girls so far. I haven't looked at the numbers, but based on what I've been kind of communicating, it feels like the girls have a higher number in the room. At the very least, just to like play smart, I'm looking to build a team with the girls right now.
Alright.
You know, at the very least, get us through a few rounds, keep us safe, have a team we can start working with. I know it's not everything and not the most important thing,
Right.
but when you see similarities in
Numbers-wise, it's
community, and it's smart.
And I get really good vibes from the girls. All the girls have been very straightforward with me. I will say, somebody has a rewind and has been consistently lying about it
Okay.
to every single person.
One of the girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Liz has a rewind.
Okay.
Only person she's told is Derek.
Okay.
Because Allie and Bowen saw her get it. And so like both of them have inherently verified that yeah, she like grabbed it. And like just talking through, nobody really knows what to do with that information, but we're just like, why wouldn't you? But at the same time, I see it her way, like, you know, they're a couple, they want to play together. Why would you go around telling everybody that I have a rewind? And
Yeah.
especially when we're all just being, like, we don't know what we're doing yet, because it's, everybody's just trying to get to know each other.
True. I mean, I see both sides. One, information is everything in the game. Not everything, but damn near important, you know? So if you could have information, keep it private, awesome. But if people have seen it,
And she apparently
Oh, no,
knew
too good.
people saw it. And my thing was, if
gaslighting is a very good skill to have in
if
life.
you know 2 people see it, then you can alliance with them immediately and be like, hey, I can protect you if y'all protect me.
Yeah.
I just think it wasn't
Smart.
smart to not pull them in immediately.
Yeah.
If she knew.
There's probably also in a moment, if I had to guess, of panic and being like, no, you
Well,
know?
I can tell you 100% I do not have I'll strip for you. Like,
I trust
don't
you.
have it.
Maybe not yet. I just got to know you. Gotta learn your last name too. But no, I trust what you're saying. But no, I appreciate you. At least I want you to know where my head is. Like, I'm not looking to gun for any of the girls. Liz may be a potential, if I'm being completely honest, and not because of anything. It's just like if she has a power that she's hiding, I don't mind putting pressure to let her use that power.
That's
But-
kind of where my head was at. Like, get those rewards out of the fast.
At the same time, you never know. Like, if we're building that team and she's a part of our team and we build trust with her, she may use that for us as well. So I think I'm gonna try my best to keep the girls safe and go finish.
I showed you mine. It's
I
the
never
one
even showed
under.
yours.
I did.
Oh,
I told
you
you.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were the first two out. I said the first blue is
Yeah.
underneath the container that held the pieces of the first veto competition, which people think that they found this one because they think it was under that box. I don't
I don't
think
think it
so.
is either.
I think it's we're
Derek
gonna have
had
to
the
find
same
out
one as
next.
you. He did not find it.
Yes,
You don't
and I
Derek
think,
has
and
it
he's
too?
telling
Liz
us.
and Derek have it.
No,
Derek
does
is the
not.
one. Derek is the one telling people that he found it, or that someone found it because he thinks it's under that box. It's not under that box because the first veto hasn't happened.
That's what I said.
So, yeah.
What Derek followed up with was when I was talking to him, he's like, well, I thought they meant when they did the example.
No.
Which, no, it wasn't that. He said he looked for it and it wasn't there.
So we have to wait until first veto, and I know that whoever.
Also, by the way, Derek's a book. You can read him.
Yeah.
By the way, he also is chaotic, so him saying he thinks he's gonna go out first, just him messing around.
He's an Aries.
He's completely chaotic. Like he.
I don't even know what that means. To be honest.
He likes to mess with people and just joke around. He talks to the camera for a minute and a half about frogs.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
He's an Aries.
after the first veto,
What does that mean if somebody's an Aries?
after the first veto,
Goofy.
if y'all,
Fiery.
after the first veto, if y'all let me get to the box, wherever the first veto is, then I could definitely be useful later.
It was good.
Does she same thing?
Basically, she said like she's gonna have a hard decision because pretty much everybody's had good vibes.
I mean, she hasn't met,
Did
like,
you
she
tell
just meets
her about
everybody.
the Liz thing?
Yeah. And she was like, honestly, I kind of felt like she was hiding something.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand
She's
why
talking
she
to
is.
Derek now,
Yeah.
and I don't know how that's gonna go, but
I understand why she's hiding stuff,
yeah, we talked it through. Like, I get the strategy behind it, but two people saw, and we talked about like what would have been a good move there.
Because
Was
we-
pull the
See,
two
I
of you.
just,
and
I
put
just
you in
told
a
her
line.
that it wasn't my place to say.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, was it my place?
Well, at this point,
I mean, no, it's your choice. It's not.
But
It's not.
it's-
It's not whether it's your
yeah.
place. It's
It's
your
my
choice.
choice, and I want people to trust me, and
Yeah.
I want to show that like people can trust me.
my thing is,
I just didn't
every
think she'd
single
use it
person
this
in the
round, so I
house
didn't think it
knows,
mattered.
so it's
Yeah.
not like a secret anymore. Like every single person has acknowledged that this
I
has
just
happened.
don't want her to be like, y'all vote Allie out because she told everyone that I had the veto.
Yeah.
No.
But
It's more the fact that she lied.
What's your idea of like strategy right now?
So it's funny you say that. Really, I've just been having a good time. Like I've been chatting with people, getting messing with the camera people. So much love. I just having fun again. So I if I had ties to anyone, they're all very loose. They're all very I don't know. I don't know. It's like I do and I don't because I know like. What's her name? Tiffany. Through the rock paper scissors. She was like, "Yeah, a lot of fun," and then she threw it because she wanted to see me stick around and mess around a little bit more. But yeah, other than that, I'm just kind of a loose cannon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been trying to be very sincere with everyone that's come out.
And this is where it changed.
No. Actually,
no, I'm joking,
this is
I'm
where
joking.
it just makes me like sad because the truth of the matter is like everyone's nice.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was hoping that I would meet someone and be like, this
You
is what
jerk.
like,
Yeah.
not even jerk, just kind of like you're not really connected to this person. It's fine.
Yeah.
And hopefully like everyone also understands that, like I take no joy in like putting someone on the first.
Yeah,
'cause there's
yeah,
nothing
and
to
there's no
establish off
connection.
of it,
Yeah,
you know? It's just kind of
exactly.
like-
It's not like there's any emotion. There's no like strategic value. It's like someone's going home first round because it's just part of the game. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I'm trying to just like figure out
Please
who works
don't.
well.
This is my Saturday. I took time off for this.
I understand. But that's even my thing is like I think whoever goes up, like one of my very my main thing is going to be like to make sure I even have a communication with them after to be like, I still want to work with you. It's just that like the options
Someone,
really
yeah, someone had to go
so
up.
few.
Yeah.
You know, it's like even with you, like I think you're great. Like you've been one of the most energetic people in the room outside of myself. Like
Yeah.
from the moment we were in the room.
Yeah.
You know, I think that you're funny. I think you're super charismatic. Oh, you're super funny. You are.
Thank you.
Of course. But it makes me nervous because I'm just like, dang, like I don't really know who to pick. Some people I've asked them like if they have like ideas of who they would put up, and I'm just like kind of pulling that. But so if you have people that you're like, you know, this is someone I would pick maybe, but if you don't, it's also okay.
Yeah, I don't think, like, I don't know, I feel too underhanded this early. Like, I don't have any time, I don't have any strategic nothing.
Same.
Yeah,
Everyone
so
has
yeah,
that feeling.
yeah, and I think a lot of people are really playing it that way right off the bat too.
My plan was not to be HOH, if I'm being completely honest. I stepped into the circle in the beginning, asking if anyone wanted the power, and no one wanted it. But I don't mind like stepping up and being a leader. My goals in the beginning, I've been trying to like communicate really well, is just to be honest with people and do what is smart. I've made a lot of great connections with the girls in the room. I asked one of them to even like get numbers. There's 8 girls and 6 boys. So I think the smart thing right now is just to keep that community safe and work one-on-one with some of the guys to still get information. Outside of that, we're just gonna play it as best as we can and hopefully like have some forgiveness a little later. That's the best we can do. But I feel good. I feel like everyone is also happy to see me be HOH, which shocked me. They could just be telling me that. I can't let the paranoia get to me too soon. But at the moment, I feel like I'm just gonna try to be as kind and as honest as I can and let the cards fall where they may. So.
How do you think being the first HOH will affect how people see you in the next round?
I don't think it'll really change. I think most people get their impression of me based off of how I communicate with them and not necessarily how I play yet. I know that that can change, but right now I think people really trust what I'm saying. So regardless of what I do, they're gonna trust the choices I'm making. I think also because I really tried to put into perspective when they were meeting me outside that like, who would you put up? And they even kind of were like, ugh. So even like kind of like helping them get in my shoes, I think is gonna give me a lot of grace in this round. So I'm really trying to focus more on like those personal relationships and social skills than I am about going after someone. Someone has to go up and that's just what it is.
Ah. It is time for the first nomination ceremony of Luke's Big Brother 19.
Emotional support.
Alright, Rita, you are our first HOH. You must stand, name your nominees, say a little bit about why, if you feel like it.
Okay.
The reasoning part, not the nominating part.
A certain spot where you stand?
You can come by me right here.
No, not you. You gotta come back.
Hello, my loved ones. I do love y'all. Get ready. First nomination is gonna be Derek.
Oh, she remembered my name at least.
Derek, you have been nominated. Please have a seat.
It only hurts a lot.
Hold your breath. It's okay. Can you hold your hand?
Please.
And the second nomination is going to be Lucas.
Alright, Lucas and Derek, you have been nominated. Please have a seat.
I lost my phone.
Do you have anything to say about your nominations?
Absolutely. First off, guys, I want you to know that it really isn't personal. I try to make that very clear outside. I'm still getting to know everyone in the room, but I still haven't had enough time to really talk to you guys specifically. I hope that we can play later together, and I wish you both well in the video. I hope that we play also and save yourself all. But right now, that's just kind of like what it came down to as far as connection with everyone in the room. But hopefully we'll be able to build that later if we do. Okay.
Alright.
Let's
Let's get the shot.
Thank you.
Both of the nominees are part of the 2 relationships that are in the game. The first veto competition and veto ceremony are coming up in the next episode of Luke's Big Brother 19.